Sasquatch Pearin. This book was written from June 14, 2021 to October 20th, 2021. Disclaimer, this is one of many prequel books to the Ratchet storybook series, and I hope you enjoy it. This is about the adventure of Sasquatch Pearin saving the world while his friends enjoy their time off. Sasquatch decides to head off to find his friend Ratchet's twin brother Twinkle, aka Twinkle Star Banaka, while dealing with a new bad guy besides Ricardo. Sasquatch heads to an unknown planet in the galactic system that is later to be revealed as a long-lost planet in the solar system, and is met with sandstorms and scorching heat from the sun's rays. Now it's Sasquatch against the world with Twinkle and Izzy, and no one knows what to think of Sasquatch. He must prove to everyone, to the universe, along with Twinkle and Izzy, that they don't need Ratchet to be the heroes of all time. I hope you enjoy this book, as it takes place in between the first and second half of the first ever Ratchet storybook. Yeah, pretty much after the events of Stryker, but also before the events of Ant and Pan. So yeah, this is that type of story. Enjoy. Chapter 1. Sasquatch's adventure begins. So our heroes arrive back on Rajetti, and they basically figure out what their plans will be for the time being. So Gorge pulls Sasquatch to the side, and basically he offers him a mission. Gorge said, "I got a mission for you." Sasquatch said, "Okay, what is it you want me to do?" Gorge said, "So Shaman has been very distraught since Twinkle took his Rajetti jet. He wants you to get it." Sasquatch said, "Wait, he asked you and you didn't want to do it? Am I right?" Gorge said, "Pretty much." Sasquatch said, "I think it's time for me to relax and have some fun away from it all." "Good luck, Gorge. You're going to need it." Rico said, "We're not equipped with the knowledge of doing a long adventure. We don't know if we have it in us to continue our adventures. We need you, Sasquatch. Really, we do." Sasquatch said, "I don't know. I'm pretty much tired from that last fight with that Stryker dude." Rico said, "We're all tired, but really, you gotta man up and take the responsibility that all of us Rajetti warriors have done for centuries." Gorge said, "Please reconsider." Sasquatch said, "Oh, fine. But you have to give me a Rajetti jet, and it has to be equipped with the best of the best." Rico said, "Fine, take Ratchet's Rajetti jet." "He won't mind, will he?" Ratchet said, "I don't want to see any scratches on it or anything out of place." Sasquatch said, "You have my word, buddy." Ratchet said, "Good. Now go before Master Shaman decides to have a hissy fit." Master Shaman said, "I heard that." Ratchet said, "Good luck, buddy. And make sure my brother is safe, okay?" Sasquatch said, "I will." Ratchet said, "Make sure whatever planet you land on isn't powered by magic." City said, "Ratchet, if you don't get on this Rajetti ship, I'm going to give you a reason to join him." Ratchet said, "Bye, buddy." Sasquatch said, "Bye, Ratchet. Have a safe and wonderful vacation." Rico said, "They will be okay." Gorge said, "Go and get Twinkle back here with Shaman's Rajetti jet." So Sasquatch headed to Ratchet's Rajetti jet and saw it got new paint and glossed over with polish. Rico said, "Really? Was he serious about this?" Sasquatch said, "Ratchet wasn't kidding about his pride and joy. It's amazing and restored." Rico said, "I wonder where he got this kind of money to do so." Gorge said, "Before you get in, I want to say I thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this for us." Master Shaman said, "Sasquatch, I should be the one that's thanking you, as these warrior friends of mine had to hand you one of the toughest missions possible. But I say to you, good luck, and may Gorge and Rico bury their heads in shame." Sasquatch said, "All right, you two. I'll see you later." So Sasquatch boarded his buddy Ratchet's Rajetti jet, and he started up the engines and boosted the power to the jet's main blasters in case of a battle. And he headed out with Rico and Gorge waving him goodbye. So Sasquatch starts his adventure by looking for Ratchet's twin brother Twinkle when he got a quick transmission from Gorge and Rico. Sasquatch said, "Hey, Gorge." Gorge said, "Please don't come back without Twinkle and Shaman's Rajetti jet. Is that understood?" Sasquatch said, "Yes, pretty much, Gorge." Rico said, "Don't mind Gorge. He's still rough around the edges since the battle with Stryker. Can't believe that Twinkle would leave without a reason why he didn't want to stay. Gorge said, either way, Twinkle shouldn't have took Shaman's Rajetti jet. He should have took Ratchet's. Sasquatch said, Gorge. Rico said, relax on the Ratchet jokes. We don't want him to leave like Twinkle now, would you? Gorge said, no. But I mean, Sasquatch said, relax. I'll get Shaman his Rajetti jet back in an explanation from Twinkle himself when I come back with him. So Sasquatch headed into Ratchet's Rajetti jet. Rico said, here's the thing. Ratchet wants you to take good care of it. Other than that, good luck. Meanwhile, Sasquatch got a transmission from Eve, so he answered it with a weird girl voice. Sasquatch said, me see no Sasquatch. No. Eve said, oh, knock it off, Sasquatch. I just had to say good luck on your mission. Gorge said, Eve, who are you talking to? Eve said, our transmission is breaking up. Gorge said, Sasquatch, leave Eve alone. Eve said, I just wanted to wish him well. Do you mind? Goodness, this guy. Sasquatch said, he's just worried about Shaman. Eve said, Shaman will be fine. Gorge said, speak for yourself, woman. Eve said, Gorge, don't make me get the hose and spray you. Sasquatch said, thank you, Eve. I'll let you go. Eve said, okay, bye. Sasquatch said, oh, Eve. Meanwhile, a warrior on the planet of Jalim named Traven informed Wilfred of a very big problem with a Rajetti. Traven said, I have a mission for you. Do you want anything before you go? A drink? A rack of my finest lamb? Wilfred said, no thank you. I'm good. Traven said, there is a Rajetti by the name of Twinkle. Wilfred said, you mean the Rajetti's twin brother? Traven said, yes, the Rajetti's twin brother. Wilfred said, I'm game. Where is he at? Traven looked at his butler. Traven said, can you please serve me your finest rack of lamb, Abba? I appreciate it. Okay, Wilfred. So the Rajetti is on your planet, and I'll give you a huge reward if you can capture the Rajetti, so I can get his brother Richard's full invited attention. Wilfred said, that sounds awesome. I'll do it even for the mighty Traven. That Rajetti is going down. Traven said, he better. Wilfred said, and I won't let you down. Traven said, you better not. Time is ticking on this one. Don't fail me, or don't come back at all. Wilfred said, Rajetti, here I come to get my huge reward for capturing you. Traven said, Twinkle won't get far once I get a hold of him. Wilfred said, now, how do I get out of here? Traven said, go to your left, then turn to your right, and there's a little red button that opens the door. Do you see it? Wilfred said, wait, I think I do. Hold on a minute. Is that this one? That's when you can hear his TTS, or his talk-to-speech, chanted, Wilfred rules! Traven said, what in the world was that? Wilfred said, sorry about my talk-to-speech. It's annoying at times. Oh, here it is. My bad. Traven said, thank goodness he's gone. Now where is my rack of lamb? Back to the other parts of space. Sasquatch noticed a planet, but didn't know what to think of it. Sasquatch said, computer, can you identify that planet for me, please? And thank you. The computer said, the planet isn't on any of the Rajetti Jet's database. Sasquatch said, I wonder why that is. I better investigate this planet. Suddenly, fighter jets from Ricardo's army appear out of nowhere. Sasquatch said, are you serious? Not them again. Computer, put the Rajetti jet on autopilot. I'm going in. Time to power up the blasters. So Sasquatch started up the blasters, but it was taking them some time to charge up. All of a sudden, an unknown person in a Rajetti jet started to open fire on Ricardo's fighter jets. Sasquatch said, Rajetti, identify yourself. Izzy said, relax, I'm just helping you until you can get them blasters up and ready. Sasquatch said, I don't understand. They were working when I was with Ratchet last. Unless... So Sasquatch started to think, but he knew it was taking too long to power up the blasters. Sasquatch said, come on! That's when Sasquatch pounded the Rajetti jet with his fist. Computer said, blasters at full charge. Sasquatch said, finally, now to take out these fighter jets. So Sasquatch took aim, and with the help of his Rajetti friend, took out the first fighter jet. Izzy said, hey, a fighter jet at 3 o'clock. Sasquatch said, thanks. So Sasquatch blasted at the fighter jet and destroyed it. Izzy said, fighter jet at 6 o'clock. So Sasquatch fired away and destroyed that fighter jet as well. So Izzy spotted the last fighter jet. Izzy said, "Hey, last fighter jet at 9 o'clock." Sasquatch said, "Thanks, Captain Obvious." So Sasquatch fired away and destroyed the last fighter jet in his area. Sasquatch said, "Now, identify yourself, Rajetti." Izzy said, "You silly Rajetti, it's your friend Izzy, saving you and your assets from being destroyed." Sasquatch said, "Really? Is that you?" Izzy said, "Yeah, at your service, anytime." Sasquatch said, "Thanks, Izzy." So Izzy headed out in her Rajetti jet. Sasquatch said, "Wait, Izzy, I want to know if you could..." Oh, never mind. So Sasquatch headed towards the planet to investigate its origins. Meanwhile, Traven gets a transmission from Ricardo. Traven said, "I think I'm going to take this call. Hey, who is it?" Ricardo said, "You know who this is." That's when Traven realized it was Ricardo and apologized. Traven said, "Master Ricardo, I apologize for my error." Maya said, "Well, that's not the only thing that's a total error." Ricardo said, "Hush up, Maya. Now, Traven, there is a Rajetti warrior looking for that Rajetti that you had one of your hired goons search for." Traven said, "What? Are you serious? I'll eradicate him myself." Ricardo said, "Silence! I'll make sure your hired goon has his gang of outlaws take out the Rajetti before he gets his best friend's twin brother." Maya said, "Twinkle is here? Maybe he will sprinkle you with some fairy dust." That's when Ricardo gave Maya that look for the comment she made. Traven said, "I'll inform Wilfred of our situation." Ricardo said, "You better, and make sure Hager and Emmanuel know as well. They should know of the situation." Maya said, "Hey, ask Twinkle if you capture him, if he's really available to date." Ricardo said, "Maya, now!" Maya said, "Okay, bye. I was being sarcastic." Maya handed up the call. Traven said, "Why does he keep her alive?" So Sasquatch started to enter the planet's atmosphere, and he was having to play with a full deck of cards. It's an expression. So Sasquatch prepared his landing gear, and he started to smoothly land on the planet as soon as he got control of the Rajetti jet. As soon as Sasquatch started to land, he had to make sure that he shut off the engines and turned it off. But then all of a sudden, as soon as he turned the engines off, Sasquatch got a transmission from Gorge. Sasquatch said, "Yes, Gorge? What is it you need?" Gorge said, "Buddy, have you found Twinkle yet?" Sasquatch said, "No, but I have been wondering what planet I landed on. But no, I have yet to start searching for Twinkle and his whereabouts." Gorge said, "The planet you landed on doesn't look like it's in any galactic map we see. You might have to get to an area of this planet and ask questions of what planet you're on." Sasquatch said, "Yeah, you're right about that. And as soon as I do that, I'll look for Twinkle as well." Gorge said, "Yeah, as soon as you do that, then you should also ask where Twinkle would be." Sasquatch said, "Gorge, to be honest, I think Twinkle doesn't want anybody, including you, to find him." Gorge said, "Shaman keeps bugging me to go look for Twinkle, and if I do, it's going to be a problem. He needs to bring back Shaman's Rajetti jet, or we'll have the Rajetti warriors coming after Twinkle." Sasquatch said, "Relax, Gorge. I'll find him and have him return it in one piece. I promise." So Gorge hangs up on Sasquatch. Sasquatch said, "Okay, bye." So after Sasquatch's call with Gorge was done, he got a transmission from Rico. Sasquatch said, "Hi, Rico. What do you want, buddy?" Rico said, "Hey, Sasquatch. I wanted to know how you were doing out there, buddy." Sasquatch said, "Well, Rico, besides the fact I landed on a planet that I didn't recognize on any map is surprising and weird." Rico said, "Oh, here comes Gorge. He'll be mad if I bother you while you're on your mission to find Twinkle." Gorge said, "Rico, how many times did I say to leave Sasquatch alone so he could find Twinkle?" Rico said, "Bye." Gorge said, "I'll give you something to say bye with." So Rico hanged up, and Sasquatch started to laugh at Rico's expense for making that call. Sasquatch said, "Oh, Rico. Oh, where are you at, Twinkle?" So Sasquatch headed out in the desert to search for Twinkle, but in the shadows was a mysterious person looking down at Sasquatch. So Sasquatch started to sense something weird and turned to see that no one was there. Sasquatch said, "Is it me, or was someone on that ridge? Weird." So then Sasquatch headed out to make sure he finds Twinkle in time before Gorge did. All of a sudden, a massive sandstorm starts to hit Sasquatch hard. Sasquatch said, I didn't know this planet had this bad of a climate that it would do this. But Sasquatch realized if he didn't get to a good area of the planet, he was going to perish. All of a sudden, the sandstorm stopped and it started to get scorching hot out. Sasquatch said, okay, first a sandstorm happened to me, and then this is happening. My day went from bad to worse quick. So Sasquatch started to navigate the planet in the scorching sun. But as soon as he got near a lake of water, he thought he was safe. Sasquatch said, yay, I'm safe! But as soon as he jumped into what was water, he realized after hitting the sand that it was a mirage. Sasquatch said, what? It was a mirage? Please, help me. I'm gonna die out here. But Sasquatch knew he had to stay positive somehow. Sasquatch said, I just gotta stay positive and I'll make it to civilization. But Sasquatch realized he was so dehydrated that it would be a matter of time before he perished in the hot sun. But then he saw what looked like a lake of water, but dismissed it. So Sasquatch looked up and passed out from the extreme heat. But that shadowy figure knew they didn't want to see their lion friend die in the desert sun. So they brought Sasquatch into the area with shade. Once they got Sasquatch to the shaded area, they took his clothes off, except for the surprise undies he was wearing, and submerged him in the lake. They were wondering why he was wearing them. So Sasquatch was having a dream that he was lounging by the pool, and he was in the most amazing pair of swimming shorts ever. Next to him was Izzy in the most amazing bikini ever, and she dived head first in 12 feet of water while swimming to the surface, and swimming to the very end of the pool. She started to walk out and towards Sasquatch. But then Sasquatch heard the biggest fart rip out. And after a while, this is when Sasquatch started to wake up and wondered if he was still dreaming. Sasquatch said, I was dreaming that I landed on this planet, and I was in a huge sandstorm, and then I ended up in a mirage. And I was lounging at a pool in my most amazing swimming shorts, and now I'm in heaven, and this must be what it feels like to be in paradise. Izzy said, no, buddy, you're underneath a real palm tree and in fresh lake water in your pretty pink princess panties. Sasquatch looked down and was in shock. So Sasquatch looked around and saw that his clothes were missing. Sasquatch said, where are my clothes, you fool? Izzy said, you're the only fool in those pretty pink princess panties. Sasquatch said, answer the question, Izzy. Where are my clothes? Izzy said, wait, I thought you were wearing the most finest of pink linens. Sasquatch said, serious, where are my clothes? Izzy said, fine, they're behind you next to the tree. So Sasquatch ran out to the tree with his clothes and hid behind it. Izzy said, ooh, Sasquatch, you look good in them pretty pink princess panties. Sasquatch said, well, that is the last time I get dared to exchange undies with Anne. Izzy said, ooh, so Anne Nicole made you wear her pretty pink princess panties. Did you lose the dare, buddy? Sasquatch said, ha ha, very funny. Izzy said, is Sasquatch blushing? That's when a voice was coming through Izzy's intercom, and it was Anne Nicole, and she was furious. Anne Nicole said, I didn't give him permission to wear them out in public. Sasquatch said, tell Izzy that I'll bring them back in one piece. Anne Nicole said, I swear to you, Sasquatch, you better make sure not to get a stain in them. Sasquatch said, why would I do that? Izzy said, did you get sand in her panties? Anne Nicole said, oh great, you owe me a new pair of, Sasquatch said, pretty pink princess panties. Oh yeah, they're pretty pink, and not the color I'm used to. Anne Nicole said, Izzy, he better make sure by the time he finds Twinkle that I don't find him. So Anne Nicole hanged up on Izzy. Sasquatch said, looks like she couldn't hang with the big dogs. Izzy said, yeah, because you're in the doghouse or inside a lion's den. Sasquatch said, really, Izzy? Really? Izzy said, it's that simple. You show me your pretty pink princess panties, and I'll show you. That's when Sasquatch got another transmission, and it was from Shaman, and Sasquatch wanted to know what he wanted. Sasquatch said, hi, Shaman, what has happened with you, buddy? Master Shaman said, don't call me buddy. I heard from Anne Nicole that you ruined her pretty pink princess panties. Here's a question. How was the fabric? Sasquatch said, it was so amazing. Wait a minute. Master Shaman said, wow, you said it was amazing. How did it feel when you were skinny dipping with Izzy there? Izzy said, I wasn't skinny dipping. Besides, what person goes skinny dipping in their clothes? I was trying to help him by bringing him into the shade. Sasquatch said, she's right. Izzy said, so he didn't die in the desert with Anne's pretty pink princess panties on. Sasquatch said, haha, very funny. Gorge said, is that really true? Or was that your love interest saving your life? Sasquatch said, yeah, but she isn't my love interest. And there was a massive sandstorm and basically a mirage of something like this, but it was non-existing to the eye. Rico said, you're not joking. Readings through the roof. Sasquatch said, you're right about that. Rico said, it looks like it sounds like this planet is basically dangerous to live on. Izzy said, like Toxica was for Stryker. Sasquatch said, yeah, I wish he was here so he could annoy us until Rutch destroyed him over and over. Rico said, was that you being sarcastic? Sasquatch said, no, I thought I was serious. Rico said, really, Sasquatch? Master Shaman said, be easy on him. Maya made all those horrible jokes about him, and he hasn't been the same in loving Rico. Sasquatch said, was that a joke you did? Or was you serious about what you said? Rico said, yeah, it was a joke, since your sarcasm is ridiculous at times. Sasquatch said, haha, very funny, Rico. Izzy said, lay off, Sasquatch. Just because he totally ruined Anne Nicole's pretty pink, Sasquatch said, okay, I heard enough. So after Rico and the other Rigetti warriors ripped into Sasquatch over the fact he still hasn't found Twinkle, the call ended. He decided to take a long-deserved bath in the lake water and scrub himself good. He cleaned every nook and cranny. Then Izzy peeked in and saw him next to the tree where she put his clothes at and freaked out a bit. Izzy said, oh, for heaven's sakes, dude. You should have warned me, Sasquatch, if you were going to get naked in the lake. Really? Are you cleaning yourself in fresh lake water? Sasquatch said, nothing but the best lake water for a bath. Izzy said, ignorant Rigetti. Sasquatch said, well, I do got a sizable. Izzy said, dude, if you're talking about Mr. Happy, I'm going to be very upset. How long is it? Sasquatch said, oh my goodness. Go away. Izzy said, oh, come on. I have to know. Sasquatch said, no, you don't. Stay away from me. Izzy said, I'm coming in. That's when Izzy got curious and took her cadet suit off, and she was in a beautiful multi-layer bikini. Sasquatch said, what are you doing? Izzy said, it's like that dream you was having about me, was it? Sasquatch said, Izzy, don't do this. So Izzy backed up and jumped right into the lake. Sasquatch said, you stay away from me. So Izzy emerged from the lake and was surprised. Sasquatch said, what is that smile on your face? Izzy, what did you see? Izzy said, you. That's all I wanted to see. Sasquatch said, Izzy, you have the nerve to do that? At least I wasn't wearing those pretty pink princess panties. Izzy said, well, if you weren't staring at my ass, Rigetti, then you wouldn't have to worry about what I was doing, you perv. Sasquatch said, you're as big of a perv as I am, you simp, and your butt is alright. Izzy said, you're not my type, so get your mind out of the gutter. Sasquatch said, not as much as you hitting on me with Anne Nicole's pretty pink princess panties on. Do they sparkle, sparkle, sparkle? Izzy said, holy cow, a unicorn threw up on your panties. Oh wait, those were Anne Nicole's and you know it. Sasquatch said, hey Izzy, you like me and you love me. Izzy said, oh wow. Sasquatch said, come on Izzy, you know you want some of this, babe. Izzy said, babe? Sasquatch said, I didn't mean it like that. Izzy said, yes you did, Rigetti. Sasquatch said, Izzy, what are you doing? I made a mistake. I'm the babe. I'm the one who should be calling myself one. Izzy said, I'll show you who the babe is. Sasquatch said, don't you mean I'll show you who the baby is? Izzy said, stop it, stop it, stop it. Sasquatch said, let's talk about this. Please don't do this, babe. So Izzy jumped on Sasquatch and started to wrestle him in the lake. They were wrestling to see who could win the match. Nothing seemed to be enough for Sasquatch to conquer Izzy in the lake. But then all of a sudden, Sasquatch, during the struggle, saw that Izzy was experiencing a lake cramp. That's when Sasquatch knew he had to save Izzy, so he swam out of the water with Izzy and swam her to shore. Izzy knew she had to rest and breathe in the fresh air. But then Izzy knew and looked at Sasquatch in shock and realized she was wrong about him the whole time and hugged him. Izzy said, thank you, Sasquatch. You saved my life, even though I was tough on you. Sasquatch said, you're welcome. And I would never want a friend to die, even if they were tough to beat. Izzy said, okay, let's not tell anyone that we were horseplaying in the water. Sasquatch said, but yeah, I'm sorry if I called you babe. It wasn't at all necessary. Izzy said, well, I better go and get my cadet suit back on so I can head out. Sasquatch said, yeah, you should. I'll also get my clothes back on too. So Izzy gave Sasquatch a towel, and Sasquatch got ready to head out. That's when Izzy knew she had to say her goodbyes. So Izzy had to say her goodbyes to Sasquatch. Izzy said, hope to see you later. Sasquatch said, yeah, me too. Man, I really wished I didn't wear these. Izzy said, pretty pink princess panties. Sasquatch said, I hate wearing these things. Izzy said, take the dare or go home, buddy. Sasquatch said, see you soon. And like that, Izzy got into a Rigetti jet and headed back into space with it. That's when an unknown person wondered why there would be a Rigetti with pretty pink princess panties on. Back on Jalum, Traven got a transmission from Hager. Traven said, yeah, what is it? Hager said, hey boss, basically we found the meddling Rigetti that would screw up our plans. Traven said, then do me a favor and destroy the Rigetti. Hager said, you're not going to believe what I found out. Traven said, if this is about the time you found a wallet. Hager said, no, it's not that. It's about the Rigetti. And no, I never found what you're talking about. Traven said, then what is it, fool? Hager said, he's wearing pretty pink princess panties. That's when Traven spit out his drink. Traven said, no way. Get out of here. Did he lose a bet? Hager said, it seems that Rigetti girl he's been flirting with made him wear pretty pink princess panties. Wilfred said, what in the tarnation are you talking about? Hager said, the Rigetti is trying to save his friend. Wilfred said, he must be stopped. I'll get Maya on this. Traven said, do you really think Ricardo is going to be happy if his Rigetti student is fighting the Rigetti for you? You listen to me. If Ricardo ever finds out you use Maya for this mission, you will be destroyed. Got it, amigo? Wilfred said, okay, fine. I'll do it myself. Traven said, you better. That's when Traven then hanged up the phone. Wilfred said, get Ricardo on the phone. We have a very special mission for Maya. Ricardo said, what do you want? Wilfred said, I want to know if Maya can take out the metal and Rigetti for us. Ricardo said, you listen here. Traven is paying you for this mission, and if he finds out... Hager said, oh snaps, it's Traven. Ricardo said, speak of the devil. Traven said, I asked you not to call Ricardo and bug him at all. What do you have to say for yourself? Hager said, we was gonna tell Maya that her rival's friend, the pet lion, was wearing pretty pink princess panties. Maya started to laugh. Maya said, that was a great joke. But then Maya knew Hager wasn't joking by the way he looked at her. Maya said, are you serious? That's when Hagar started to nod his head up and down. Maya didn't know what to think until she realized how funny the situation was. Maya said, this is so awesome. My rival's friend Sasquatch is truly wearing women's undergarments? What a creep. Did he lose a bet? Wilfred and the others started to laugh. Ricardo said, silence! Does this look like a joke to you? The Rigetti is out there looking for the Rigetti's twin brother, and all you can say is that piece of fur carpet is wearing women's undergarments? Boy, he must have been desperate. Maya said, very desperate. Ricardo said, really, toilet paper in bulk? It won't help with their problems, and neither will paper towels. Do people really need that much for their hiney? Maya said, holy cow, what woman buys tampons in bulk? That is really repulsive. Traven said, okay, now that situation was settled, don't bother going back without the Rigetti, or else I'll let Ricardo vaporize you. Wilfred said, we'll do that. Traven said, and do me a favor and destroy the Rigetti involved with finding his Rigetti friend, you ignoramus. Ricardo said, you heard, Traven. Don't come back until the Rigetti's twin brother is captured, you understand? And don't call me again. Maya said, it's been a pleasure. That's when Maya started to use her Rigetti powers to put Wilfred in a chokehold. Maya said, if you ever call us about that rival of mine, I'll give you a reason to not exist. Got it? Ricardo said, he gets the point, Maya. That's when Maya releases his Rigetti powers from Wilfred. Ricardo said, now go. We ain't got time for your ignorance. So the call ended. Wilfred said, well, don't just stand there. We have a Rigetti to capture and another to destroy. So Wilfred knew he had to get rid of their Rigetti problem before he got to their bounty. End of chapter. If you enjoyed this video, do yourself a favor and click the like button, leave a comment below the screen. Please subscribe to this channel as Rigetti Warriors is here to stay. Please click the notification bell for new content. Come to this page. And also, Support the cause at patreon.com/RigidtyWarriors by Wretched Films. And until Chapter 2, Twinkle versus Ricardo, his most serious fight ever, this is Rigidity Warriors saying, peace.